Let me ask you something. You've been told your whole life that spinach is high in iron, that lentils are a great protein source, that plant-based diet gives you everything that you need. So why are so many vegans anemic? Why does iron deficiency remain one of the most persistent nutritional problems amongst plant-based eaters? Even when it seems like you're doing everything correct. The answer isn't a lack of effort, it's a lack of biology. And that's what we're going to break down today. I'm Dr. Coda. I'm an indigenous naturopathic doctor for almost, this July will make 10 years. I'm the founder of EV Health, and what I'm about to show you is not a matter of opinion, not about feelings, but bona fide scientific fact. Let's start with phytic acid, also called phytates. This is an anti-nutrient found in grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Its job, from the plant's perspective, is to store phosphorus. But here is what it does inside of your body. It binds to minerals, specifically things like iron, zinc, calcium, and it forms tight molecular bonds, making them insoluble, and that your intestines have a really hard time absorbing. So when you eat these foods and you think you're getting iron, you think you're getting zinc, all these things, phytic acid is already doing its job. It is at work, robbing your cells of nutrients, and they simply pass through your body. And the amount of iron that is listed on nutritional labels means nothing if you are not absorbing it. This is why deficiency is so persistent and common amongst solely plant-based eaters. Now, let's talk about two types of dietary iron. Non-heme iron, the form found in plant foods. It's not bound to a protein. The human body absorbs non-heme iron at about 2 to 5%. So to put that in perspective, that means for every 100 milligrams of iron that you consume, you're going to absorb about 2 to 5 milligrams. And that's on a good day without phytic acid and other inhibitors present while you're eating. Heme iron is the other form found in animal foods and meat and poultry and fish. It is iron that has already been incorporated into a protein called hemoglobin or myoglobin. The human body absorbs heme iron at 15 to 35%. Big difference. That is, at a minimum, 7 times more absorption. Animals and humans both have collagen as the most abundant protein that composes the body. We both also have hemoglobin and blood. Plants have neither. Let that sink in. And heme iron is not affected by the presence of phytic acid like non-heme iron is. The absorption pathway is completely different. This is not a debate. This is scientific fact. I'm not saying that plants don't have a role and that they're meaningless to eat, because they do have a role. But the diminishing of the importance of meat in a diet is something that's very fatal, and we're paying the price for it now. Animals, particularly ruminants like cattle, deer, bison, and goat, produce enzymes called Phytase in their digestive system, something humans do not produce. We do not produce it. I don't care what anybody says, we do not produce it. But what does phytase do? It breaks down phytic acid. It dismantles those chelating bonds and releases the minerals that are holding on so tightly to them while the animal is digesting it, and it breaks it apart. So when the animal consumes the plants, phytase is activated, phytic acid is broken down, and the iron and other things like zinc and all these other things, they become more bioavailable. Those minerals then get incorporated into the animal's muscle tissue, blood, and organs. as heme iron. When you eat that animal, you receive that iron in the most bioavailable form, already built into a protein structure that your gut recognizes and absorbs efficiently. The animal is, in the most literal biological sense, an indispensable intermediary bridge between plants and animal nutrition. It solves problems that we cannot ourselves. We can't solve these problems ourselves. We need animals for that. My nearly decade of experience that I see consistently amongst vegan patients is chronic anemia, and this is important. Iron supplements contain non-heme iron or something worse, such as iron sulfate. You are still dealing with the absorption problem. You are still dealing with a competition from other minerals. You are taking high doses of something that you can barely use and is going to accumulate, often creating gastrointestinal issues in the process. So, fatigue, brain fog, hair loss, shortness of breath, poor recovery, not being able to recover, not being able to heal, pain all over. These are symptoms of cellular iron deficiencies. Your red blood cells depend on iron for oxygen transport. The mitochondria depends on iron for energy production. When iron is chronically low, every system in the body begins to suffer quietly. The conversation around iron has been oversimplified. People are told to eat more spinach, more fortified cereals, more lentils, and the biology, why that doesn't work, is really explained clearly. Now you know. If you want to go deeper on this, I have free condition-specific guides in the description that you can download. And if you want to talk about your specific situation, you can book a 15-minute consult there as well. The links are below in the description. I'll be covering the rest of this series over the coming weeks, and we're going to be breaking down the fallacies and the myths around veganism and why it's supposed to be so much better when it's not. We're going to go into a full picture of why the human body actually needs it and how to give it exactly what it needs. So like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications when I drop another video. I'm Dr. Coda. Take it easy, take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.